Okay, so I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. Thank you for confirming. On today's session, we will learn about social media listening and social media monitoring. What is social media listening and what is social media monitoring? How these both listening and monitoring is important to your businesses, and why your business must have social media listening and social media monitoring, and how it is an important part of your social media marketing campaign and your social media marketing success. So let's start this topic. So first thing you need to understand, when most of the people think about social media, they assume it's all about getting their message out to other people. But there is another side of social media that is equally important, which is listening and monitoring what people are actually talking about your product, about your brand, and about your company. And that process of listening your audience on social media and finding about what kind of talk or conversation they are having regarding your product or regarding the topic, your industry topic, or the brand or the services or company. Now social media is not just for amplification. Social media also an incredible source of listening to your audiences. Now why it's really important for social listening and social monitoring. And social listening and social monitoring is also a part of online reputation management. We also call it ORM. ORM is a really a big term in digital marketing, and there is also a separate module in the ORM which we'll also cover in the social media marketing, online reputation management. And you will able to do your online reputation management of your company when you will do proper social media listening and proper social media monitoring. How it actually can help you and why it is so much important. First of all, 83% of people like when brand respond to their questions, because social media is a way of communication with uh, brands, with your family members, or with your colleagues, or with even with strangers. So if someone have question regarding your product or regarding the services you are offering, even regarding your company, and if you are responding to their questions on social media quickly, it's not like you're responding their question after 1 hour, 2 hour. If you are replying to their questions or their query, it doesn't matter they are regarding your particular product. If it is regarding your industry, even then you have to reply to those questions and be a part of that conversation, and there are higher chances of the conversion or the revenue generation for your company from social media marketing campaign. And it is a fact. Again, this is a survey conducted by a Sprout Social. Sprout Social is a tool, social media marketing tool, and according to that tool, 83% of people like when brand respond to their questions. If someone posts their questions on social media, either on the comment section, or they tag you with their names, or they just use a hashtag which are related to your industry, you need to be a part of that conversation, and you have to respond to those questions or queries or solve those problems. More you be part of the conversation, higher the chances of revenue generation by social media marketing campaign. 68% of people like when brands join conversation. So obviously you will respond to someone if someone comment on your post, or mention you on their tweet, or mention you on the caption part, or directly message you. But most of the time people don't directly talk to the brand, they have a question related to industry, so they use a hashtag or an industry name. For example, they will type uh, where I can learn digital marketing on Facebook, and maybe they will use a hashtag of digital marketing, or they don't even use a hashtag of digital marketing, they just use a two word digital marketing on their post or on their tweet. So if you be a part of that conversation, it's not related to your company. Your company provide digital marketing services. It's not related to your company. They are not particularly talking to your brand. They are talking to the industry, about the industry, the product you are providing to that industry. So if you become that part of that conversation, and if you talk to that person and solve their query or question and satisfy the or your audiences, then more chances they will convert into a sale, or you generate revenue from your social media marketing campaign. So it's really important to being a part of the conversation which are related to your brand or your industry on social media handles. And if you closely follow big brands on social media handles, you will find out they are not just replying to the queries which are related to directly to their product. They are also be a part of the conversation which are related to their industry. Like if something is related to food and food delivery, Zomato and Swiggy and Uber Eats, they are the part of the conversation. It's something about regarding to watching online content, you will find out Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hotstar are the part of that conversation. They are not waiting if someone will personally ask a question to their brand, then only then they will reply. You have to be a part of every conversation which are related to your industry. It doesn't matter in which journey are they. Are they in awareness, consideration, or decision one? You be a part of every single conversation, because that conversation you are doing on social media, it's open and public. Anyone can see it. So it's not that you are talking to one person. You are talking to the whole audience of your industry, and it's giving you two advantage. You are talking to whole industry in a public, as well as you are finding about what is the current trending topic related to your industry. And when you are doing that, it builds trust and faith on your potential customers mind, and it will lead to the conversion and sale for your company. Next one is 48% of customers make a purchase with a brand who is responsive to its customers and prospect on social media. So as I told you earlier, when you are being a part of a conversation which are related to your industry, you are not talking to a particular person. You are talking to the whole audiences. So you are talking to right now the one person being a part of the conversation, but the rest of your audience is watching that conversation or following that conversation. And when they find out that they are replying to every customer query and they are satisfying every question of their customers or their audiences, they will become a customer to your brand too. For example, if I find out that Zomato is resolving all their queries really quickly in 20 to 15 minutes on Twitter, I like the customer service they are providing, and I will order from them. And it's actually happening. Zomato, Airtel, Swiggy, CRAD, they are using Twitter as a really good customer support. Any query, any question you have, or any complaint you have regarding their product, just tweet and tag their social media handles. They will resolve your queries within a few minutes. Try to do that via email or call. You will get it will take a time of 2 to 3 hours, because they have to resolve your query within a few minutes, because it can hit their brand, because everything is public and everything has become viral and hit their online reputation. So social media monitoring and social media listening also a part of online reputation. And when customers find out that you are responding to every query and every question, they will become a customer or buy another product or service from you. Now, 68% of people like when brand join the conversation. Actually, we have covered that. Now, before we move forward, let's understand actually what social listening and social monitoring. If you read those two words, social listening and social monitoring, you will find out really quite similar. Both are same thing, social monitoring and social listening. But actually, they are not same. They are actually totally different thing. What is social listening and social monitoring? Let's start with social monitoring. Social monitoring means actively looking for mentions, conversation that pretend your brand, your product, your hashtag, your employees, your competitors, and your customers. So in simple words, social monitoring is just using the tools and social media to find out about what people are talking about your company, about your product, about your services, or the hashtag which are related to your industry, or the employees, or your competitors, or your customers, or who is mentioning you and your competitors. So monitoring is a process of closely observing what people are talking about your product, your company, and your industry. And you will see a lot of the time what happen. when someone mention something on social media handle which is related to a brand, competitors also join that conversation and be a part of that conversation. Even in it's not related to the brand. If they have just a question or query regarding an industry or a product which is not specific to any company, all the brands jump to that conversation. They want to become that part, and you will find that kind of funny banters on Twitter, banter between Amazon Prime and Hotstar or Netflix, banter between Jio and Airtel, banter between Zomato and Swiggy. You will find these kind of funny banter on online, whether on Instagram or YouTube or especially on Twitter. So monitoring is all about finding out what people are talking about your company, your brand, your product, your competitor, or your industry, or the hashtag which are related to your industry. So that is social monitoring, just finding out or looking for those things. What is social listening? Social listening means how to track, analyze, respond to that conversation across the internet. Now, once you find out what people are talking about you, which you will find out in the monitoring process, now you have to become the part of that conversation. So that is the process known as listening. So tracking down all the conversation, analyzing all the metrics, and responding to every single conversation on every single message or comment on social media handles is a part of social listening. So monitoring means just finding out about the content or the conversation your prospect and customer having on internet. Listening, it means having or becoming a part of that conversation. Now let's start with the social monitoring part. So what are the best tools which you can use in social monitoring? So number one, because social monitoring means observing and actively looking what people are talking about your product and your company. So these are the tools you will use. Number one, Google Alerts. So Google Alerts send you email every time someone talk about your industry, product or category on internet. So get email when an article is published about a topic that buyer persona cares about. So you will receive a quick email on your email ID whenever there is a buzz around the topic on internet related to your industry. The second one is TweetDeck. Monitor phrases, brand, and people that your buyer persona care about. It's not like that your audience is just 100 or 200, so it is easier to monitor what people are talking about. On social media, audience size is more than 2.5 billion. So you are monitoring 2.5 billion people, what they are talking about. So you can use TweetDeck to find about what kind of hashtag they are using on Twitter, what kind of terms or keywords they are using on Twitter related to your industry, and what is the conversation or what is the question or query in their mind. After finding out about those things, you can become a part of it. So TweetDeck is a free tool which you will use to actively monitor the conversations or hashtags or top industry topic your potential or your previous customer are discussing on internet. And after finding out that, you will become a part of it. The next one is native search. Native search you can do on your own personal Facebook profile. Go to the search bar of your Facebook and type your industry related topic. Like my industry related topic is digital marketing. I will type that. Then there will be a filter, and in that filter they will ask you a few questions. Choose the destination, choose the date, choose the group, choose the post from, and you can find out what people are talking about your company or about your topic on Facebook. So just go to Facebook and type digital marketing and click here on search, and all the post section, click on the post section, and you can see all the posts related to digital marketing on Facebook. It will not be related to your company, it will be related to your industry. Every single post which is public, you will see on Facebook and find out what people are talking about your company. Same thing you can do with the hashtags, or by your company name, or by your company brand name, or your product name. Anything you can type there and find out about the what people are talking about, because it's really important to finding out about what people are actually thinking and talking and having conversation about your product and your company or your industry. Now, because social monitoring and social listening is a part of brand reputation on online reputation management, so how actually it can help you. So 50%, 56% of consumer will unfollow a brand if they deliver poor customer service on social media. So it's another survey conducted by Spout Social. So if you are not actively monitoring what people are talking about you and what kind of questions and queries and problems they are putting to on your social media handles, if you are not solving those questions, they will unfollow you. 56%. That means more than half people will unfollow you if you will not deliver the right result on social media handles, because social media is not only for advertisements, it's also a great source of customer engagement, especially the customer service part. 40% of people customer expect a response within a 1 hour of posting a complaint on social media. As I told you earlier, on Twitter, on other social media handles, big brands reply within a few minutes. Maximum time they take to reply to any question is just 2 to 3 minutes. So sorry, maximum they take 7 to 8 minutes, and minimum they take time of 2 to 3 minutes. So if your brand is taking more than around 1 hour to respond to a complaint on social media, then maybe they will unfollow you, and maybe they will mark you as a unsatisfied company which will not solving their problems. So try to resolve every query, every question which is coming to you within a 40 or maybe 30 minutes. Now, use social media monitoring to track the links to your website and engagement from your campaign manager. So social media is not monitoring is not limited just only to the part of finding out the conversation people are doing on internet about your company, about the hashtag, or about your brand or industry. It's also a source of monitoring the website traffic you are generating from social media campaign. For example, there will be a call to action button on your website, and there will be a call to action button on every post you will do on social media, and every advertisement you will run, there will be a call to action button of apply now, book now, order now, these kind of things. And that kind of call to action button are linked with a website URL. Now, social media monitoring can also help you to find out where the traffic coming for. For example, you are using 3 social media handles. I ask you guys, you have to create profile on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Now, under the website section, you will mention the same website, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn website. Now, once you check the traffic of your website on any tool you are using, and you will find out that many people are coming from social media handle. How you will find out? Let's say 200 people are coming from social media handles. How you will find out they are coming from Facebook, and they are coming from Instagram, and they are coming from LinkedIn? 200 people are visiting your website, and let's say you are running 5 campaigns on different platforms, 2 on Facebook, 1 on Twitter, 2 on Instagram. How you will find out which campaign is bringing more website traffic? Because the tool you will use will show only you one thing, that you are generating 200 website traffic from social media, or the tool will say you are generating 200 website traffic from Facebook. But on the Facebook, there are 10 to 11 campaigns you are running. Which campaign is generating more? Which campaign is generating less? How you will find out? So that is process will again come into the social media monitoring to finding out and tracking the links to your website. To do that, there are 2 ways to actually check the website engagement. Number 1 is using the hashtag. The hashtag you are using to centralize the conversation on social media can actually help you to find out which hashtag is getting you more website clicks. So that is the first thing you can use on your social media campaign for social media post. Second is using track links. That is really important, and that you will use throughout your digital marketing career. UTM, user tracking links. In short form, we call them UTM links. Either you are doing a content marketing, social media marketing, PPC advertising, email marketing. UTMs are the really good technique to find out where is the traffic coming from. Why? Because as you know that we are running lots of campaign at the same time on different digital media platform, and it's really hard for us to identify where is the traffic coming from. Is it coming from our video based campaign? It is coming from our image based campaign? It is coming from our infographic campaign. So first I will give you one example. Let's say you want to generate lead for your digital marketing course. Now you are confused what type of content I need to publish. So what you will do, you will run 3 advertisements at the same time. One advertisement will be 2-minute video, second advertisement will be an image, and third advertisement will be a blog. And you will run all those 3 advertisements on same public, same time, same budget. Now when you will go to the analytic part, and or when you will check the leads, or when you check your website traffic, they will show you you generated 100 website traffic from Facebook, but there is no way to find out how many came from video based campaign, how many came from image based campaign, and how many came from blog campaign. To track that, we use UTL, or we call them UTM also. So user tracking metrics. So it is divided into a 4 parts. Base URL, that means the domain name, source, where is the traffic coming from social media, or from email marketing campaign, or from PPC advertising, or from content marketing. Medium, because the campaign, the source is divided into different categories. For example, it is coming, if the source is social, then medium can be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest. If source is PPC advertising, so it can be Google ads, or it can be Bing ads. The campaign, the name of your campaign, because at the same time you will run lots of campaign to find out which campaign will get succeed. So it is divided into 4 categories. Now I will show you practically how you can create these kind of UTM links for your social media monitoring process. So what you have to do, you have to go to Google and type here on the search bar UTM. When you type here UTM, there are lots of UTM builder tools which you can use to create that kind of links. But the most important one is powered by Google. It is totally free one. So you will click on the first one like this, and that is your UTM or URL builder tool. So first thing you have to do is here, you have to type the website URL where you want to direct your visitor to that separate page. For example, let's say you have an e-commerce website and you want to sell a particular product. So the link of that product page you will mention here, not the link of your home page. Where you want website traffic, where you want to generate leads, or which product you want to send. The link of that particular page you will mention here. For example, let's say there is a page on my website, PG certification of digital marketing, and I want to track the link, track the metrics of that link. So I will type a link start like this, https like www.idmdaily.com/pgdm. So that is the link of that page where I'm generating leads. Now let's say I am running a lead generation campaign on Facebook to collect leads. So in the campaign source, I will type here social, because I am running a social media marketing campaign like this. In the medium, because I am running it on a Facebook or Instagram, so I can type one thing like Facebook here because I'm running it from Facebook Ad Manager. And now the campaign name. So the campaign name will be, every time we create a campaign, we name that campaign. Otherwise, we will get confused because at the same time we run a lot of campaign. So we have to name every single campaign. So my campaign name is July leads because I am generating leads for July batch. So I will type here July batch. That will be my campaign name. So these four things are mandatory to fill: the URL where you want to direct the traffic, the source where is traffic coming from, the medium which is a part of a source, and the campaign name. Rest to is campaign term and campaign content. That means if you want to segregate more by any keyword or by any term like CPC, CPM, impression, so you can also put other things here in the term and content part if you want to go more specific to your link. So that you have to do, you have to type these four things. After typing that, you have to just scroll down the page and copy this URL like this. Now what you will do, the campaign you will run and the call to action button you will choose, like apply now, book now, or any button you will choose. You will paste this link on the call to action button part, not this link. And let me copy this link here. And after copying this link here, I open this link here on my URL browser, and you will see link is right now really big, but it is opening the same page. As you can see here, it is opening the same page. Now I am copying this link again, and I am sending this link to you here on the Google Meet chat. Now first read the UTM link I created, and when you read the UTM link I am sending you here on a Google chat, you will see it clearly mentioned the source, medium, and the campaign name. After that, click on that link. And once you click on that link, you will find out it is redirecting you to the page of PGDM, which actual page URL is www.idmdelhi.com/pgdm. So we have changed the link completely by adding the source, medium, and campaign name. Now it is easier to us to find out if traffic is coming from what particular campaign or what particular organic post. So that's how you will monitor the analytic of your marketing campaign on social media, and it's a part of social media monitoring. Now let's go back to our presentation. Now come to the social listening tools. Earlier we have learned about the social monitoring tools, and those tools name were Google Trends, Google Alerts and TweetDeck. So those were the tools for social monitoring to find out what people are talking about our industry, about our product, about our brand or hashtag. Now we are coming to the social listening tools, which help us to be a part of that conversation, to analyze and track and respond to the conversation which people are having related to our industry. So these are the tools which you can also use in social listening. TweetDeck, hashtag 5, Google Alert, Social Mention, all those are free tools. And these are the paid tools. Talkwalker, Mention, Sprout Social, HubSpot, HotSuite. So these tools we already mentioned on our second lecture. So these are tools you can use for social monitoring and social listening. So, and like if you pick a tool like HotSuite or HubSpot or Sprout Social or Mention, so these tools provide every feature: social listening, social monitoring, publishing the content, and scheduling the content for future. So choose one tool and that provide you all the features. Now let's understand about the 8 key benefits of social listening. When we are understanding about social monitoring and social listening, and we all know that it's a really important part of your social media marketing strategy, and you need to monitor everything which people are doing on internet and being a part of the conversation related to your industry. So you have to understand the benefit of doing all those things. So number 1 is social listening gives you the opportunity to measure the performance of your social media, web, conversation, and content strategy. So if you are actually listening to your audience or your customers, so you can actually measure the performance of your social media marketing campaigns, of your website, or your content strategy. The content you are creating actually making some kind of engagement, is actually reaching to the right audiences. Actually, your audience is interested in your content or not, or is this content actually converting lead into a sale, or maybe providing you some kind of revenue. So that things you can find out when you will do monitoring and or listening part on social media. Second is, which is most important one, and lots of companies hire a particular employee for that position: online reputation management. So there is a position on the department. Every big company have at least 2 to 3 employees whose sole job is managing the reputation of company online on online platforms, especially on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So social listening helps you to manage your reputation. Okay, what people are talking about. Are they satisfied with your product? Do they have any question regarding the product? If they want any complaint, are they getting the reply on time or not? Or is anything a bad review or bad comment on your social media handle? So these kind of things you can manage by the process of social listening. Social listening helps you to identify your biggest fans and influencers. So it's really important to finding out about your targeted audiences, what kind of product they are interested in, what kind of content they are interested in, and who are your biggest fan, and what kind of influencer you should target for your future brand, marketing campaign. As I told you earlier, influencer marketing is future. Every single year, influencer marketing is growing. Brands are going to micro mini influencers and asking them to promote their content. If you use social media and social monitoring carefully, you will able to find out who are the biggest fan of the content or the product you are producing, and who are the influencer who are promoting that type of content. For example, if you are selling certain kind of a dress online, so if you find out what people are talking about that kind of dress, not about your product, because that dress is manufactured by a lot of company. So if you can find out what kind of audience is actually looking for that product and what they actually want them to change on that product, because most of the time we need to launch a new product, and most of the time we need to do some kind of addition on our previous product. So we need to do a social listening to finding out what kind of problems people are facing on our product, who are our biggest fan, and what kind of influencer we can be on touch to promote our content in future. 81% of online consumers purchase decision are influenced by their friends and social media posts. So lots of people buy product or services by the recommendation of their friends or the post they share on social media handle. So if our one friend buy a mobile device of a particular company and post it on social media handles with a great reviews and with a great features of that product and tell that they're satisfied with the company, so it will convert into a more sale by their friends and family members. And again, this is a survey by Sprout Social. So these numbers I am telling you from last 4 days are not just imaginary numbers. Remember those numbers when you are preparing your social media marketing strategy, because these numbers are not 20 or 30%. They are above 60, 70 or 80%. So if this survey is saying you that 81% of online consumers decisions are influenced by their friends social media posts, so you have to create the content, or you have to listen to your audience, what kind of content they are producing. That's why influencer marketing is growing, because we need some kind of a human connection to that person who is actually endorsing the content. When brands endorse the content with their brand name, people don't connect with those 100%. But when a normal person, maybe he's a celebrity or influencer or just a friend, when he endorses that person product, we get more influence and connect 100% to that product. That's why influencer marketing is growing. If a brand selling a same product and advertising with their brand name, and same time they are doing same thing with the influencer. So they will get more conversion on the influencer marketing because of the human connection. Because on the influencer is a human. 78% of online consumers are influenced by the post of the brand they follow on social media. So again, it will convert into the revenue part if they influenced by the content you are producing on your social media based or text based or audio based, you will get a higher revenue on your social media marketing campaign. So it's really important to listening to your audience on social media and finding out about your biggest audience and the influencers which are related to your business industry. Social listening can help you to discover new product ideas or way to enhance your feature on existing product. So that's the fourth benefit of social listening. So social listening is not just limited to understanding about what people are talking about your company or your brand or your industry. It's also about discovering what kind of new product you need to launch or what kind of feature you need to add on your existing product to increase the sale of that product. For example, we provide digital marketing courses and we do a lot of social listening using a different tools. And when we find out that people are looking that particular thing on a digital marketing course, we add that feature on our digital marketing course. For example, a few years ago, we don't have a case studies module on our courses. We don't teach case studies on our module, but we find out a lot of the companies, a lot of the institute started that case study module, and students are really interested on that module because they learned how company grow using digital marketing from those case studies. So after finding out about the case study part from the social listening process, we added to our existing product of digital marketing course. Now we have the same product with a existing new feature. So social listening can also help you to find out what kind of additional feature you need to add on your product to increase its demand or to beat your competitor on the same time. And it's only possible when you are listening to your customer, not when they are talking to your brand, even when they are talking to an industry related topic. Again, as I gave you example of case study, so we will I will bring back to you the case study of Netflix. So when Netflix find out when people are binge watching the content on internet, they are sleeping or they are dozing off in between the movie or the series they are watching. So what they did, they introduced a new product, and the product name was Netflix Socks. So Netflix Socks are the smart socks that detect when you are dozed off and send a signal to your TV, and automatically your TV will switch off or your show will be pause off. So when Netflix use the same social listening process, they find out the people are talking a lot of, in the funny way, they are talking a lot of about the Netflix and binge watching, and they are talking a lot about they are binge watching and suddenly they got sleep and their data will finish at the morning, or their battery got down, or anything. When they find out this is happening to them, they introduce a Netflix Socks, which automatically send a signal to your TV, mobile device or your television to switch it off when you doze off. And actually, it really worked. They made millions of dollars of sale from this Netflix Socks marketing strategy, and the success was only because of socially listening. The next point, a benefit of social listening is social listening help you to learn from monitoring your competitors. Now, social listening is not all about listening to your audiences. It's also about listening to your customers. What kind of product they are selling, what are the features of their product, what are the campaigns they are running, how are they engaging with their customers, how are their customer service on social media handles, what is their engagement rate. Everything you can find out when you will do social monitoring and social listening on social media. When you will run a first advertising marketing campaign, or when you will create first post for social media handle, you will not create out of your imagination. First, you will go to your competitor's social media pages, or you will choose social listening or social monitoring tools to find out about your competitors and the content they are publishing on internet, and you will review all the content they are publishing. For example, let's say Ayushi have an e-commerce website which sell home decor things like a bed sheet or curtains, these kind of things. So if Ayushi decided to create social media pages on Facebook and Instagram, after creating those pages, he need to post something. He need to post a video, image, but he don't know what kind of content he need to post on social media. Let's say he decided I want to post a video or an image, but what he need to add on the image or video part. So what she can do, she can use social media listening tools to find out what people are talking about on social media related to home decor or bed sheet or curtains, or what the competitors are creating related to that industry on social media handle. By observing the content and the metrics of that content, metric means the engagement from the audiences, then you can pick a right content for your social media marketing campaign. Either it's a paid or organic one. So social media is not limited to listening to your audience. It also tells you to listen to your competitor and monitor their analytics and their content creation or every approach they are doing on social media to reach out to their targeted audiences and to serve them better. Next one is social listening can make a difference for your business is by helping you to find lead. Obviously, when you create a lots of content on social media handle and when you listen to every single conversation and be a part of that conversation on social media handle, you will generate a lots of leads from there. And the example for that is Quora.com. On Quora.com, people go and ask questions which they have related to any business industry, and lots of thought leader or business leader or companies also have account on Quora.com, and they reply to those questions and be a part of that conversation. And the customer, after reading the answers from you, become a part of your conversation too. There are lots of groups on Facebook too. That groups are related to any business industry. For example, on Facebook, there are groups which are related to digital marketing. So what employees of companies of digital marketing agency, they become a part of the social media groups. And when someone posts a question related to digital marketing on those Facebook groups, they start commenting on those questions and answering the question of that person. And most of the time, you get a conversion and lead from there. After the audience will decide which answer is better, they will become part of your marketing campaign. So you can generate lots of lead from social listening if you become a part of conversation. And again, I'm repeating that same thing. It's not like that you will become the part of the conversation only when they are talking to your brand. If they are talking to your industry, even then you will become a part of the conversation, because your brand is not popular and your customers are not in the decision journey, they are maybe in the awareness journey. So they are not yet decided which brand they want to choose. They just know the industry, they don't know the brand. For example, they want to learn digital marketing, but they don't want to know where they want to learn it. So I want to join the conversation, and I will join the conversation as an industry expert. What lot of the digital marketing and social media market failed during the social listening process, when they join the conversation in the social listening process or social monitoring process, they join the conversation as a brand expert or as a brand. Never do that. Always join the conversation as an industry expert or as an individual. Don't as a brand expert. If you are joining a conversation as a brand, what will happen? They will think that you are promoting your content. You are not actually being a part of the conversation. You are just here just to promote your company. So always establish you as a industry expert or subject expert, not as a brand expert, when you are being a part of a conversation or analyzing the conversation. Next one is social listening can help you to set strategic benchmarks for your future. Once you will find out what people are talking about your industry, about your brand, about your product, what is their reviews or rating about your product, what your competitors are doing on internet or social media marketing platform, you can set a benchmark for your future marketing campaign. Like, oh, okay, this content is getting really popular and people are engaging with that content or social media handle which are related to my industry. I need to do same thing and same type of content on social media marketing. So let's say you find out that there is a content from your competitor which was video based, which was generating lots of engagement from the customer. So that give you an idea of your future marketing campaign, and you can set a benchmark that I need to create a video marketing campaign and I need to generate at least 10,000 website or sorry videos views on that marketing campaign, and I have to generate that much of revenue from that campaign. So this is all about the social media listening and monitoring, the 8 key benefit of social media listening, the tools you will use in social media and social listening, and why social media listening and social media monitoring is important, because it's the important part of online reputation and it can help you to understand what your audience, your customers are talking about you, your product, your brand, and your industry on internet. Also, you need to understand that social media is not limited to just the advertisement and the promotion part. It's a great source of customer engagement, especially the customer support. And if you will not able to be a part of the conversation, if you will not able to resolve the queries and questions of your audience on social media platform, it will hit back you really bad, and it can bring down your ratings, and you are actually can bring a bad reputation to your company if you are not able to uh, create any kind of online reputation for your business, because any other digital media channel you will use will be your personal channel where you can manage all the drawbacks, all the bad reputation. For example, if someone is not happy with your content or your product, or if they are just complaining about it on your website, only you and your customer or support system or your employee know that. If someone is not happy with the email marketing campaign, they will unsubscribe you. Only you know that. If someone is not happy with your Google advertisements, or someone is not happy with your search engine optimization, someone is not happy with your mobile application, what they will do, they will uninstall it, or they will just mark it as a spam if your campaign they not like it. But here on a social media, because social media is a public platform, anything they don't like and they have complained about your brand, it can become a bad reputation for you because it's a public platform. Anyone can read it and it can become viral within a few seconds. For example, I can give you Airtel. For I think 4 to 5, 6 months back, Airtel changed their privacy policy, and that privacy policy, Airtel mentioned that they are collecting data from their customers, and their data includes name, age, gender, sex. So that creates some kind of a drawback, some kind of a bad impression for Airtel, because people don't want to share their personal information related to their sex life. They just want to share only the information related to their name, information, phone number, email ID. They don't want to keep Airtel store that data and use that data for advertising purposes or any other purposes. So people start backlashing on social media regarding their privacy policy, and within a few hours, Airtel issued a statement that they are taking back their privacy policy. So that kind of thing can happen on social media. Anything which you are doing on social media can hit a bad reputation. I can give you another example for that, which happened to our industry, to our company. We are generating leads from Facebook, and our interns were calling, business development interns were calling all those leads and telling them all the features about the course and asking them to enroll the digital marketing course. One of the interns we hired was a really new one, and he had not any experience. So maybe he said something really there was some price issue. So he says something, if you can't afford it, so you have to buy another course from somewhere which you can afford it. So maybe that thing was not so bad, but customer took it in a really bad way. Thing was really normal. If you can't afford it, you can go for a free digital marketing course. If you can't afford 20,000 rupees course, but customer took it in a really bad way. And what he did, he go to the social media handles and post a caption there or post there on the Facebook, as well as he gave a review us on Google My Business, and the review was one. And also they have mentioned that this is the problem they are facing with us. Now, within a few seconds, we know that it can become viral because we have a lot of reach on our social media handles and lots of people follow us, and potential and the old, and we don't want them. So within, when we find out, because we are using the social monitoring and social listening, that person posted that post and the review at around 10 a.m. and that person got a reply from our site at 10:15 within a 15 minutes. After having the conversation with that person, within a 15 minutes, that person take down the post as well as take down the review from Google My Reviews. So we satisfy the customer within a 15 minutes. And even we converted them into a sale too. And it's a different strategy. What we told them, how we handle them, things that is a part of the sales team and your management team that will do that. But you have to monitor everything on the social media to manage your online reputation and being a part of every conversation happening to your brand, your product, and your industry. So that is all about the social media monitoring and analytics. So any question, any doubt you guys have regarding social media monitoring and any question anyone have?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So yesterday I have gave you few tasks. Anyone have completed those tasks?
So I've made the account on Instagram and Facebook, like you said.
Yeah. The Instagram pages and the Facebook pages, and optimizing those pages was one task. And the second task was, I think I asked you to create a certain kind of uh, social media marketing
strategy.
strategy by setting up the goals and key KPIs, and then choosing the buyer persona, setting up the budget, choosing the right tool for you. All those things I asked you guys to do that. Have you tried that?
I haven't tried in Excel sheet. I'll do it today, but I have written it down in a copy.
Okay, okay. So now you have, I think, 3 days off: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Next class will be on Monday. So the previous topic you have learned before, social media marketing strategy, and the assignment pending for that topic, or from the last four lectures on social media marketing strategy, the task pending from these four lectures, complete all your assignment. And because from the Monday we will do everything practically, and we will actually start running advertisement on Facebook and Instagram one by one. So for that, I need from your side a, fully optimized Facebook and Instagram page which is connected with each other, and I need you to create an account on Facebook Business Suite, and also I need to create account on Facebook Ad Manager. Both accounts are free on Facebook Ad Manager and Facebook Business Suite. How you will do that, I can show you. Once you create your account, once you create your pages on Facebook and Instagram and connect those pages together, what you have to do, you have to go to Google like this, and you have to type here first thing Facebook Business Manager like this, and you have to click here Facebook Business Manager. Once you click on it, I think it will automatically log in because I already have account here. But if you don't have account here, there will be an option here to create account or to use the tool, something like that. You will click on that section and mention your user ID and password you are using on your Facebook, and automatically you will have a Facebook Business Suite account. and your Facebook Business Suite account will look like that. I can show you how a Facebook Business account, Facebook Business Suite account look like that. That's how your Facebook Business Suite account will look like that. And you can see here our Instagram page and our Facebook page. Both are connected with each other, and I can manage both pages together. If I post from here, it will automatically post on Facebook and Instagram together. And there are lots of things I can do from here. I can check the analytics. I can check the performance of my marketing campaigns, and other things I will show you when you will create that tool. You will account on that tool, Facebook Business Suite. The first thing you have to do, you have to come up on Monday with the Facebook Business Suite account. Second thing, you need to create account on Facebook Ad Manager. Facebook Ad Manager is another tool by Facebook which allow you to create advertisement. So in the Ad Manager, what you have to do, you have to go to the
Sir,
yes,
sir, the business, whatever you showed us right now, the Facebook Build Manager, what
Yeah.
was it? So, like, I made my account in Facebook already. So it's, I guess, from my own Facebook page, I used to create a page. So I have to link my Facebook page, right, in this, or the page.
see, once you created your page on your Facebook profile, you don't need to do anything. You just come to Google and type Facebook Business Suite and just log in with your Facebook account. It will automatically pick the page.
So what if I don't want, like, I want to make not in my ID the Facebook page, but differently? Like, are you getting my question?
You don't want that page on your personal profile, that you are saying?
Yes.
Okay, so as I told you, you don't need to create the Facebook account to create a page. Once you go to the Facebook Business Manager, I can show you again. Once you go to the Facebook Business Manager, create, or you can type here, Facebook page like this, and create a Facebook page. Okay.
So I can't see, we can't
Let
see
me
the.
let me share this. Okay, just type Facebook page on the Google and click here on create a page, and directly create a page without having a Facebook account. Okay. Or
Okay,
if,
sir.
or if it's not possible, so what you can do now, if it's not giving you access to create a Facebook page without having an account on Facebook, what you can do, once you can create the page from your personal account, and then you can give the access to someone else and delete the account from your page.
I didn't get it.
Let's say you want to create account for your client. Okay.
Okay.
Create the client page from your personal profile, then go to the manage access section and give access to the client.
Okay.
And then go to again to your profile and delete the page from your profile. Now the page will appear only to the client email ID, not to your email ID. Are you getting me?
So for the project, to whom should I send the access to you?
Sorry.
Like, for the project, I have to send the access to you.
For what project?
Okay, nothing, sir. It's okay. Leave it.
Tell me.
So, like, you're telling us now to link the pages in Facebook Business Manager. So I was just asking that.
No, you don't need to do that. I need to. I want that you should have account available when we are running the campaign. You should have the account ready for that time.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so create the demo pages which are related to the business industry you are created a website on. Optimize the pages, add Instagram, Facebook page together, convert those pages into Facebook Business Manager by creating account of Facebook Business Manager. After doing that, what you have to do, you have to create account on Facebook Ad Manager. It's another tool by Facebook. So that tool you will also learn in this class, Facebook Ad Manager, by typing like this and create account on Facebook Ad Manager from this section, Facebook Ad Manager. So because I already have account here, So I can't show you how to do that, but it's simple step. Click on the website. Same thing you did with the Facebook Business Manager. Use the Facebook email ID and Facebook password and create the account. Once you do that, your ad account will be ready. And if you face any difficulty while creating the Facebook Business Suite account or Facebook Ad Manager account, note down your questions and queries. In the starting session of our Monday class, I will resolve all the query and question. I will show you practically how you can do that. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But at least try by yourself to create the Facebook Suite or Facebook Ad Manager, as well as try to create both pages, Facebook and Instagram, try to connect with each other. Also, try to use Buffer tool. Buffer tool give you a free access to link 3 different accounts together: Facebook, Instagram,
So that
LinkedIn,
is
or Snapchat, or any other account.
that is for 14 days only. Buffer.
Huh?
So buffer is a 14 days only trial panel. After the 14
No
days,
problem. 14 days are more than enough you to learn.
okay.
14 days are more than enough to learn. You don't need a professional account there. You are not running any campaign for any company. You just want to learn. And to learn, I think 14 days are more than enough to you, because this course of social media marketing will go around 14 days maximum. So that 14 days, try to use the buffer or the hot suit. Even the hot suit is providing 7 days trial or 8-day trial. So use that trial to learn the feature of that tool, because on those tools you will able to understand how you can schedule your post for future, how you can measure the analytic of your marketing campaign. And if I'm not wrong, Jairam, the buffer tool have 2 versions. On the first version, they are giving you free access for lifetime if you manage 3 pages from there. That means 1 page Instagram, 1 page LinkedIn, and 1 page Facebook. Then there is a lifetime access. But if you want to manage more than 3 accounts, that means if you have 8 to 9 pages to manage, then you need to go to the premium plan. And on that premium plan, they are giving you a free 14-day trial, not on the free version. I can check here again for you.
I can be sign up also for Instagram and Facebook. That is for mention was 14 days only trial plan. After the 14 days complete means you can premium version or silver. That like.
So as you can see here, they are giving it totally free. They are not giving you a free trial for 14 days. They are giving free trial for 40 days for this premium plan. And you don't need premium plan, because how many pages you need to manage right now? Only 3 pages. 1 on Facebook, 1 on Instagram, 1 on LinkedIn. So for 3 pages, it is lifetime free. Okay. So try
Okay,
to
can
use
we
this.
check?
So only if you go premium. So those companies who have more pages on social media handles, for example, they have page on Snapchat, they have page on Twitter, they have page on TikTok, they have page on Pinterest. So they have 8 to 9 social media accounts. So they have to go to premium. You have only 3 accounts: Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So you can go with the free version. So everyone will try to get familiar with the buffer tool too. And if you face any problem using that tool, come to me on Monday and I will let you know how can you use that tool. Also, now you have a lot of tasks to complete next 3 days, completing your previous task, as well as creating the page, optimized pages, connecting Instagram and Facebook page together, creating Facebook Business Suite account, creating Facebook Ad Manager account. So that is the things you have to do for this weekend. So we will meet again on Monday at same time, and we will move forward to our next topic, which is the advertising on social media. Any question, any doubt you guys have?
So,
No, sir.
when we are planning the budget for our